I'm such a hip hop head. When I tell you I'm a hip hop head, I am a hip hop head. So this right here is what I would like to consider like a warning shot, hey, just letting you know it's about to go down. The face is about to be revealed, the game about to be real, whatever. And then Tony Stark comes out and it's crazy. He got the jacket on. He a boxer. Got an eagle on his chest, a real eagle. Took a real eagle and dipped it in gold. It's a real eagle inside that thing. Rocking it. Nobody said nothing. This eagle got a beak on it. It's a weapon now. It's taking everybody out. Huge hip hop fan. Go play Supreme Clientele first thing in the morning and not have like an amazing day. Just be like, you know what? I'm not drinking coffee. I'm not drinking tea. I'm not hitting fentanyl, nothing. I'm going straight to Supreme Clientele, play it, and watch you have this day where you like, nobody tried me today. I was successful. Supreme Clientele. 5 mics. 5 mic album. 5 mic album, without question. So, let's play a game. I'll be 49 on Tuesday. Big thing for me. Huge thing for me. Anybody that knows me knows how I feel about aging. Big thing for me. But I'm starting to do this thing where I am recognizing when I need to acknowledge certain things. So I'm acknowledging the fact that with getting older, if you're lucky, you get some wisdom and some discernment. Wisdom is like data that you collect. You know how to handle the situation. You know, you collected it. You know, you've done this before, that works. No, that doesn't work, whatever. Discernment is kind of like this hands-on where you get to look at the situation. You get to take the information and calculate and be like, okay, so this person needs this. What are they willing to do for it type of situation so you can know how to handle the person that you're dealing with, right? And then you add that to the data of your wisdom, and then palau, you grow, right? That's what's supposed to happen. I believe some of that I've been blessed with some of that or gifted with some of that because the other day I went to the park to try to create some content. I was going to record myself meditating, but talking about all the things I'm thinking about in my head, why I can't meditate. Corny as shit to me. It was corny when I was thinking about doing it. It was corny while I was setting up the camera. It was corny as I kept pressing record and getting frustrated at myself for not being able to figure out how to make this something that I wanted to do because I knew it was bullshit. And another reason I know it was probably bullshit, but I'm not giving this person credit for it, was the fact that I was in this park and this woman comes in the park with her dog and she's playing with her dog. But she decides to play with her dog near me. This is a huge park. It's a big park. But for whatever reason, she chose that patch of grass. And before you say, hey, she could fetch with her dog any way she wants to, but why near me, weirdo? It's like if I'm in a bathroom and there's 20 urinals, I'm at number 2, there's no reason why, if it's empty, you should be at number 3. Go to 19 like a real human being and take a piss. Do not be at 3 with me. Be at 19 with you. Do not come next to me. That's weird behavior, dude. That's serial killer behavior. Do not come next to me. That woman coming over there to me, that was to taunt me because she could. It was something to do. Let me practice my privilege day or something. I don't know, because there's no dogs allowed in the park. That's why I said she was practicing her privilege, because there's signs everywhere that says no dogs allowed in the park, no dogs, all over the place. But she brought her dog in there anyway. And it's not like she could play the card of, this is my first time at this park, because her energy wasn't, this is my first time. This is the energy of, I always bring my dog here, no one said anything to me before, so I'm gonna do it again today. Now here's where the wisdom and discernment come in. I could be a good citizen and say, hey ma'am, you can't have your dog in the park. But her energy was like, I hope somebody tries to tell me I can't do what I want to do so I can show them how much I really can do what I want to do by pouting extremely loud and making a scene. I didn't want that energy. I don't want to go viral for trying to tell some woman what she did wrong in front of other people, and then she act like her whole life is coming to an end, right? And then I didn't want to be the victim of something like somebody says, oh, you know, that woman you accosted. Because now, because I've called her out, I've accosted her, I've assaulted her in some way, her privilege, because now this woman, the reason why she brought her dog to the park that doesn't allow dogs was because she had a mental breakdown. She had just recently lost her job or whatever, her boyfriend left her, and she was not in her right mind. Oh, I didn't know, but if she had a badge that says a bitch going through some shit, please take it easy on me, I'd be like, oh, you got your hall pass to be crazy. Cool. That's not what she had. She had her ego, her privilege, like, I'm gonna play with my dog in this part where I probably know dogs are not allowed, but I don't feel like going around the corner where there is a dog park because it's too far for me to walk. So I don't say anything to her. But if the shoe was on the other foot and I brought my dog into the park, it'd be a problem. It'd be an issue. I'd be a problem. If I stood up for myself and said, well, I want to bring my dog, no one's ever said anything. Well, he's not supposed to be here. Well, until the official comes and tell me, who are you to tell me? Like, if I stood up for myself, if I stood my ground as far as saying, why can't I do what I want to do? You do what you want to do. I'm a problem because I see the problem. I'm a problem because I see the problem. And because there are other people that probably see the problem, but don't say anything because they get to do this, which is enough for them. That ain't enough for me. Their dosage of acceptance or pity or whatever they deal with, that's not mine. So I deal with that issue, and I say to myself, I'm not going to even say anything, but I know if I said something, she would say something, you know, back to me, and now I'm a bad guy for calling her out. And I know if I was on the guy with the dog, and it would have been a thing, but that's my fault for trying to record myself in a park, trying to make a video of me meditating when I'm not meditating, because I wouldn't record myself meditating. What am I doing? What am I recording myself meditating for? Am I trying out for a meditating team? They got a meditating Olympics now. So I'm feeling real good about myself. I'm feeling real spicy. I'm feeling real tuna spicy right now. I know somebody gonna be like, pause, son. Pause on that spicy. Animals with people. Anyway. So because I want to go back to school to become a professor, until I do, I'm taking this approach of an ethnographer, teaching, observing life, talking about it, analyzing it, picking it apart, asking questions like, why can't things be a certain way without people getting upset? You should be allowed to ask questions. That's how you evolve. That's how you educate yourself. I know that's a bad word now in this country, but you know, you got to educate yourself. So the question for today, because I'm turning 49, is why is it that when I'm angry about getting older, I'm supposed to hide it, but I'm supposed to be grateful that I'm getting older and celebrate it, right? Like if I'm angry about getting older, I gotta hide it, but if I'm excited about getting older, I gotta celebrate it. Why? Who said we can't do both? Why can't I be both? Why can't I simultaneously have both the same feelings and it be okay? Because it should be okay, because two things can exist. I can be like, man, I'm glad I'm getting older. I didn't think I would make it this far. There's a lot of things that are stacked against me, but I made it, right? But also, like, I don't like what comes along with getting older, and that's the price. Someone's going to jump in the comments and be like, well, that's the price of getting older. You lose stuff. I get it. But it also can suck, because it does. You don't think it sucks? What are we talking about? And the purpose of this question is, I want to challenge you, the audience, to ask yourself, why? Why can't we ask this question? Who decides what's okay? Who is in charge of the emotions that are allowed to be expressed? What Congress is that? What Congress says, yo, they're only allowed to express those emotions, and we condemn people if they express these emotions? Like, you condemn people for expressing grief, right? But you celebrate somebody that expresses joy. You got to go through grief. If you don't give people space to go through grief, how do you expect them to heal? Why are y'all like this, man? Y'all know better. You just acting dumb, and I'm annoyed by it. It's in my skin. It's in my skin. But why? Who decides what's okay to celebrate and condemn? It bothers me. And the conflict of the gratitude and anger. Can't we have both? I'm happy I'm getting older. It sucks too, because like you're fighting to keep things. You're fighting to keep your memory. You're fighting to keep your hair. You're fighting to keep your eyesight. You're fighting to keep your teeth. You're fighting to keep your place in society. You're fighting to keep your sex drive. Regardless, you're trying to keep your sex drive even if you're in a relationship and you're not having sex and you're trying to have sex so you can keep your sex drive. It's bad. Like we're not built for forever. We're just not built for forever because we don't have the ability to commit to something that long. It's impossible. But why can't we have both? Why can't I be like, man, I'm so happy I live to be older than I did last year. But also like it sucks because, the hair is gray. Hollywood is like, that's the old black dude now. Or things, things. Why can't you have both? Why I gotta be a thing? And like, who benefits from suppressing the feeling of why I gotta be grateful? Like, who benefits from that? What are we selling that makes us lean into being upset about getting older, that they don't want that to happen? Why can't I be like, I don't like this, and it should be okay that I don't like this, and I'm not gonna like it, and you can't make me like it. And if you try to make me feel bad for not liking it, that's beat up. That's whack. You don't get mad at me because I'm not grateful that shit's falling apart. Where they do that at? I get it. If you lost somebody and you're still here, there's like that survivor's remorse, and you're so grateful to be here. You survived something. I've survived stuff. I've been shot at 3 times. I grew up in the 90s. I got shot at 3 times in the 90s. 2 car accidents. Some crazy exes. I should not be alive right now. I should be gone. Poof. Vanished. Ninja smoke. But I'm still here. And I'm happy that I'm still here, but it also sucks sometimes. I'm like, ouch. I'm still here. And I don't know how to be grateful for pain. That's crazy. Telling somebody to be grateful for pain is like saying, be grateful you get to eat grits. I know it's glass in it, but be grateful you get to eat grits. I don't want glass in my grits. Can I have glassless grits? Do they make glassless grits out this bitch? Can I have some of those, please? Thank you. Why would you tell somebody to suppress that emotion? That's just wow. And what's wrong with reaffirming? Like, let people go through it. You got to go through it to get to the other side of it. That's what comedy is. People tell jokes about things that they're uncomfortable about, things they're ignorant about, things they're afraid of, things they don't want to confront, things they think is beneath them, things they wish they were. They make you laugh at it so they can get through it to the other side of it. And if the joke gets them the thing that they've always wanted, great. If it doesn't, they got laughs from it. So you got something out of it, right? Make a space for it, man. Stop being weird, dude. Like, why can't I have that discomfort? Because I hate it. I do. Like, I love to play basketball. I love to play basketball. And it hurt more and more each week I play. Like, I got elbowed last week in my back, and I folded like a chair under confession. Like, I folded like a slinky on my back Then on my stomach, I just laid there. I wish the technology existed where the floorboard could have just elevated me up and just like hovered me over to the side, and a heliopod would have just like nursed me back to health, because I was in pain. And then my buddy Wells was like, that's why he don't play defense past the free throw line. I still go down in the paint like a crazy person, just down there trying to rebound with giants, dudes that still got shit to prove. I'm out here on a wing and a prayer trying to hoop like I'm gonna get picked up by the Clippers because they need help. So I'm having this issue with not feel like it's uncomfortable that you can't have the conversation. Like, you want to have the conversation, but if you have the conversation, people will be like, why are you having this conversation? And it's like, why can't we have this conversation? Who said we can't have this conversation? Is our credit score going to go down if we have this conversation? I just want to know. I'm just trying to understand, because it seems unfair that I can't have both. I can't have both. Is that cognitive dissonance? Cognitive dissonance? Something like that? Like, you want both, but you can't have them, or whatever, or it's weird. I know someone's going to correct me. It's late. I was asleep, okay? And then I was like, let me do this before I go to bed. So I'm in the zone of like trying to understand why I can't be upset about the fact that I'm getting older. Why can't I be mad about it? And then here's the crazy part. Just because somebody's alive doesn't mean they are enjoying it. We live in a society where if somebody says, I'm not enjoying my existence, instead of you trying to figure out how to help this person figure out how to enjoy their existence, you berate them for not figuring out how to make something out of their life. What are you accomplishing there? I want to know, dog. I want to know, what type of compliment sandwich is that? What is that? What are you accomplishing by telling somebody you're dumb because you can't figure out how to enjoy this wonderful life? It's wonderful for you. You figured out how to make it wonderful for you. Why are you mad at somebody because they can't figure out how to be happy? What emotion is that? Everything I talk about, I try to find something funny in it. I try to find something funny in everything. A funeral, a death, anything. You have to. And AI is giving it to me. Let me tell you why AI is giving it to me. Different Strokes, TV show. Terrible. Listen to me. Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. Different Strokes was a terrible TV show. I don't care how much money anybody on that show made. I don't care. I think the show is cursed. I'm okay if you are uncomfortable or you don't like the fact that I think that that show is cursed, but that show is dark. You telling me you're going to do a sitcom about a white man that's a rich, adopting 2 black kids and trying to teach them how to survive in America? Why are you adopting us and making a show out of it? What's funny about that? That's a broken home situation. Where the fuck is the funny in these star-crossed worlds where you got this rich white man with a maid and a daughter that's what? Someone went in a room and pitched that and was like, yo, put that on the air now. Go write it now. Put it on the air tomorrow. They fast-tracked that shit. What's funny about that? I need to know, because I be missing out on the jokes. And I be wanting to laugh. I look at the New Yorker all the time, like, I'm going to get it today. Tomorrow I know I will. Like, I try. I try with Different Strokes. And I had to like it because it was all we had, and it had one of us on it. So it's kind of like you felt like you had to support it by default. And then they throw little caveats like Janet Jackson on there. What? What are you talking about? It's Janet Jackson. Why you not go watch TV with Janet Jackson on it? You can't ignore that. That's amazing. So you're watching the show, the guest stars, the gooch, all this crazy stuff. It's wild. It's wild. But I didn't like that show. Did not like that show. But today on the internet, whose internet is it? Is it Sherman Hemsley internet? Is it Al Gore's internet? Whose internet is it today? On whoever's internet it belongs to, AI is giving people things they don't know what to do with. Here's dark humor. Here's the internet. Here's AI. The Different Strokes poster, right? Everybody's face is altered to look like they're having a stroke. Different Strokes. There are people out there that are liking that at an alarming rate. And not in like, I'm shaming them. It's just like people are like, that's my flavor. We live in that world. We live in that world. That's an okay thing to some people. Why is what I want to have a problem with not okay? Because if you sit down with me and we have an honest conversation about, day one to now, we may even say thank you for sticking it out. You may say like, damn, dog. I have no words for you. Like, it would be that type of response. What are we doing? What are you talking about? Ask somebody how they doing before you assume they should be doing okay. How you assume somebody should just be okay because they exist? There are people that exist right now that do not enjoy their existence because they can't enjoy where they exist. Because they are being told they can't be where they exist. We live in that world. We live in a world where people are okay with telling people they don't deserve to exist. And we just go about our own merry way, like at no point in time it could happen to you. We all like, nah, that wouldn't be me. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? When at some point, everybody's expendable when they lose value. That's the world we have cultivated. You are expendable the moment you are no longer valuable. And then you do desperate things to stay relevant so they can try to find value in you again. Look at your favorite celebrities. They do crazy shit to stay relevant. Crazy. So with that being said, I feel like I should be able to be angry about what aging has done to me, how it makes me feel, how it makes me see things, how it makes me walk through life, how it makes me reevaluate things. You start doing some inventory, like, is that even important anymore? I don't even think that's important anymore. So ask yourself, why do you have a problem with being able to celebrate both or being able to sit in both equally, fairly, without judgment? Do you have a problem with it? And if you do, why do you have a problem with it? And then ask yourself, why do you have a problem with it? Sit with that. And then you may find out that you may not have a problem with it. I get it. We lose people. You're happy that you're still here. You can still be like, but it sucks. You lose people as you get older. You lose people, you lose things, you lose sight. You lose your place in line. Why can't you not be pissed off about that? Who suppresses that feeling? That's a psychopath. That's Dexter. What are you doing? You got to remind somebody to feel? So that's first class lecture. We're going to keep these going. I'm going to give you 12 of them as my birthday gift to you. This is on the house. This is on me. I'm going to put my information in the bio if you want to support or whatever. Birthday's on Tuesday. I have a show on Thursday. Support however you want. You want a cash app, whatever. I don't care. I'm just I'm going back to school to be a therapist because that's what I want to do. But in the meantime, this is what I am going to do. And I am, and the crazy part is I am a comedian. That's the part. But class is dismissed now.